the season of evil.
Hey, it's Steve, an old Yorkshire geek, and got some Doctor Who news for you today. I don't know if you know this, it's been in the news recently, in the geeky news, that Ncuti Gatwa was censored by the Graham Norton show. Apparently during the filming or taping, whatever you want to call it, of the Graham Norton show, he said he was going back to film the new season of Doctor Who, season 3, season 16, whatever you want to, series 16, whatever you want to call it. Of Doctor Who in, I think he said February 2025. But that got edited out. That bit got edited out, and everybody was saying, "Oh, it's not coming back. It's all being cancelled and stuff like that." And maybe it has. I don't know. Maybe it should be. But anyway, apparently now the BBC have commented to Deadline. So let's have a look at that article. But before we start, don't forget, like and subscribe. Wherever I've put it over there. Like and subscribe, share the videos, drop a comment, hit the notification bell if you've subscribed already. I'm also on Facebook, X and Instagram. The links are in the description for all that. And other links for stuff like my books and merch and Patreon, etc. Check them out. But subscribe and like. That's the main thing you can do. It's free. You can also become a member, which isn't free. Unless I start handing out memberships again. But that's just random. You can't hand out general memberships. Anyway, right, so let's have a look at this article, shall we? So, right, off we go. Right, here we are. I'll say it as I usually say. Seamless transition. You know, what a snip out is just me like going, breathing and just like doing, oh, what does that say? I don't know. And make that a bit bigger and moving things about. Whatever. Anyway, right. So here we are. We're on Deadline. Jake Cantor. Reporting the BBC didn't censor Ncuti Gatwa over Doctor Who being renewed, but says his comment about season 3 was wide of the mark. But they haven't put that in quotes for some reason. And there's Ncuti with Millie Gibson, who is very fine, I must admit. Anyway, when Ncuti Gatwa recorded the Graham Norton show last Thursday, he delivered what appeared to be good news for Doctor Who fans. His third season as the Time Lord would shoot next year. Would Ncuti Gatwa next year. Whatever. Gatwa's comments were briefed to the press by the Graham Norton show's publicity team on Friday morning, but his quote mysteriously changed when the chat show broadcast on BBC One later that evening. So it's quite, they must do it that day and then it's broadcast, which is, I didn't realise that. Didn't realise it was so up to date. Speaking to Norton on the famous red sofa, Gatwa originally revealed, "We did the second series this year, the Christmas special is coming up, and we are filming a third series next year. But when the show aired, this was edited too. We finished the second season earlier this year, we've got the Christmas episode coming out at Christmas, but it's been amazing." And they've even added a bit. He must have said that later. I wonder if people like going, but the Christmas episode coming out at Christmas, but it's been amazing. That'd be like my editing. Anyway, the Graham Norton show warns journalists that it's not. I'm sure they probably cut away and they just showed Graham Norton or one of the other guests and we just heard his voice or something. I don't know. I didn't see it. The Graham Norton show warns journalists that it is not unusual. Tom Jones thing there. It's not unusual for certain quotes to fail to make the final cut. That doesn't make sense, does it? It's not unusual. I should say it's not unusual if certain quotes fail to make the final cut. But the switch led some Whovians, like the Trekkies of Doctor Who, Whovians, to question whether Gatwa's remarks. Sorry, I know Trekkers. I know. To question whether Gatwa's remarks had been censored by the BBC amid uncertainty over Doctor Who's future. The truth is rather more mundane. Deadline understands that the Graham Norton show made the edit to liven up Gatwa's answer and was not obeying a sinister request from BBC bosses. Except it probably was. Indeed, the Doctor Who team was not involved in brokering the interview, given the sex education star was promoting his appearance in the importance of being earnest at the National Theatre. Yeah, but I'm sure if anything to do with Doctor Who comes up, the Doctor Who team would be interested in that, wouldn't they? And he's probably been told, if anybody brings up Doctor Who, just stick to what you know 100% and what we've said that you can say. Otherwise, your NDA is in effect. Anyway, the BBC has, however, distanced itself from Gatwa's remarks, restating that Doctor Who will not be renewed until the actor's second season has premiered next year on BBC One and Disney+, which I probably won't be watching. Because he's terrible. And the only episode that I watched of his first season was the one that was barely in. the one that was about Ruby Sunday. 73 yards or whatever. That's the only one I watched, and it was okay. Because it was barely in it. As we've said previously, the decision on Season 3 will be made after Season 2 transmits, and as always, we don't transmit. From Alexandra Palace. And as always, we don't comment on speculation, a spokesperson said. Season 2 will likely launch next spring. There is said to be some confusion about why Gatwa made the comment, particularly given showrunner Russell T Davies has echoed the BBC's position about future seasons. The decision to commission Season 3 won't be made until after Season 2 has transmitted. Again, it's stuck in the 1930s, aren't they? And that's always been the deal since the start, Davies said in the latest issue of Doctor Who magazine. The writer has previously said he has started work on Season 3 script and that he is very confident about a renewal. The Graham Norton Show incident has provoked another round of questions about Doctor Who's future, not least a front page story in the Daily Mirror from Nicola Methven, who is well sourced on the Bad Wolf. What the hell was that? There was a spring in my thing just going patoing. Is that a bad sign? Right, anyway, we'll start that again. Not least a front page story in the Daily Mirror. I'll wave my arms about so we know. I'd better do a blank page as well, hadn't I? Because I forgot one last time. Right, so I know I've got to do an edit now. Not least a front page story in the Daily Mirror from Nicola Methven, who is well sourced on the Bad Wolf and BBC Studios produced franchise. And there's the front page of the Mirror. £1.60. Is that how much newspapers are these days? I don't buy them myself. £1.60, bloody hell. I remember they were like 10 pence. 10p and that. I do. Anyway, there we go. Time Wars. Nicola Methven on fight for Doctor Who's future. The Who crew could be absent from screens, it says. Also, win a trip to Bath's Christmas market. Bath is a town in the south-west of England. Bath, as posh people call it. Let's go to Bath. Bath. No R in it, it's Bath. Deadline reported in July that Disney is uncertain about whether it will continue to co-produce Doctor Who beyond 2025. The Mouse House's commitment is critical to budget, storylines and casting and everything, because they're stumping up most of the money. Meaning its withdrawal could mean major changes to the show. Liam Keelan, Disney's Senior Vice President of Original Productions in EMEA, I have no idea what that stands for, declined to comment on the future green light at the Edinburgh TV Festival in August. I've seen that somewhere before, and I've probably been told what it stands for, but I've forgotten, because I'm an idiot. He did, however, hail Doctor Who as a really good fit for Disney+. Yes, I think we did a story about that a while ago. Gatwa's own future on the series is also up in the air. A source... Oh, sauces, wish I had a sauce. A source tells Deadline that he might not be long for the job as he explores other roles. His rep has been contacted for comment. What seems certain is that Doctor Who fans will have to wait until 2027 before a follow-up to next year's season. It remains to be seen in what form the sci-fi franchise will regenerate or bi-generate or whatever. But make the hell they're calling it. We've got some comments. Let's have a look. Let's see what comments are saying. Jim says, honestly, I think this post creates more unnecessary drama than the actual situation. Okay. What, you mean your post or you mean the article? Anyway. Anonymous says, interesting. So how often do Graham's guests have their answers reworded and presumably respoken? And by who? What do you mean by whom? Was that a deliberate joke? Who, Doctor Who, etc. Did they bring Shooty back to redo his worked dialogue, or did they just have someone impersonate him? All very strange. No, it's just jiggled about. Another anonymous says, normally just editing out the line and cutting a shot of Graham nodding attentively, like what I just said, didn't I, Brian? But yeah, that's it. Just splice it out and then match it up with something else is said. Right, so there we go. So is Doctor Who coming back after season 2, season 15? I can't remember what bloody series we're on. But I don't know, and I don't particularly care, but I just thought it was interesting, because Doctor Who ended mid-Peter Capaldi for me. Stopped watching it after that. After Peter Capaldi started getting fed up with it. And you could tell they were getting fed up with it, because the scripts weren't as good as they used to be. Anyway, so there we go. We'll leave it there. Another seamless transition. Yeah, so as I just said, we'll leave it there and put in the comments what you think about all this Doctor Who malarkey. I forgot to start that going, didn't I? I'm not starting again. It's a Doctor Who. Where is it? It's a Doctor Who ambience. And I forgot to start it. Been there paused on YouTube. I'll put the link for it in the description. Oh, I'm bloody hopeless. Anyway, right. We'll leave it there. So, thanks for watching. Wherever you are, look after each other, and until next time, I'll say the...